All right, I just want to show you guys an example of something that was truly brilliant, that is gaining so much press and media attention around this restaurant that I had to share it with you. So this is my client, Sundial North. I've been working with them for about 6 months. They're about to open up they're going to be opening up in multiple locations very, very soon. And it's because they're coming up with creative ideas like this to market their business. So it's their 1 year anniversary. It was this weekend. And they were like, we're going to do $1 burritos, just like you can find on the streets of Northern Tijuana. That's exactly what their concept is Northern Mexican style burritos, no rice, just beans. It's called Sundial North. But what they did to promote this, promote the anniversary, was they had a Pedro Pascal lookalike competition. Now, if you search for this, and if you do a Google search for this, you're going to see just an overwhelming amount of media and press attention around this concept. It was so busy, 1,000 people showed up and literally shut down the street. They weren't planning on this. They were just like, we're just gonna have this quick little lookalike competition where you win $50 and a year of free burritos and a year of free burritos. So this is the winner right here. This guy, he's a lighting designer for the Daily Show. That's kind of immaterial to the story, but he looks exactly like Pedro Pascal. And so what they did was, like, everybody loves Pedro Pascal. Like, I would take the guy out for a date. I mean, he's amazing. And so what they did was they were like, let's have a lookalike competition for Pedro Pascal. And people just kind of showed up and they entered the competition, and it turned out to be Pedro number 5, who was the winner. And it's this guy. But what the real magic, the real astonishing part was that this went like mega viral. It's still going. It's still white hot right now. So it was picked up by Yahoo. It's picked up by CBS News, CNN, Hollywood Reporter, Esquire, Deadline, all these different outlets. And look at all this media that was created from this, and it's still coming in. So all these TikToks, all these videos. And so, like, I don't even know what the reach of this stuff is, but it's like millions and millions and millions of impressions globally. So this is like almost overnight that Sundial North is becoming a global brand. And when the point that I wanted you to take from this is that you can come up with a creative concept like this yourself. I wish I came up with this idea. I did not. But the creative team at Sundial North did this. Like, I just do like their phone systems and their some of their digital, like, reputation management and stuff. And what we're seeing is that, like, the phone is just blowing up. So I handle their phone, so I see how many phone calls are coming in, and it's like insane. It is insane. It was so crazy that they had to shut down the store because there were so many people on the street. And so this kind of earned media, you cannot pay for this. You just have to be creative and come up with an idea. And so they're like, let's do a Pedro Pascal lookalike competition. And they did it, executed really well. It was just really chill on the streets, except for the 1,000 people that were all videotaping and putting this up on their thing. So, let's just look at CNN. Like, CNN picked this up, and he's been doing interviews. The lookalike has been doing interviews of this. It's just insane. So here's what he won, and here's the brand. So on every article, they're talking about about Sundial North, because they hosted this. So, like, what you can do for your restaurant is either have some sort of a lookalike competition, which is, at this point been done before, but something like this, something creative that says that this is who we are. We're silly, we're fun, and this, I just cannot tell you how this. I mean, Sundial North is epic. They're extremely good. And following what most people should be doing, which is going really deep and doing one thing extremely well. They are very creative about how they get the word out. And so, like, everybody loves Pedro Pascal. I love Pedro Pascal. Everybody loves Pedro Pascal. We're going to do a competition, and some guy won. And but what's more important is that, like, it was so interesting and so fun, and it had really nothing to do with burritos. So I look forward to your thoughts on this, but I'm coming up with, like, right now I'm thinking about, like, how do I do this for my other clients? Like, how do we set up something like this that's fascinating, interesting, fun, and doesn't take a lot of money. I mean, it's like they've literally spent $50 and they spent $50 on a prize, and then a year's worth of burritos, which is probably, the cost of that is probably another $200 max. So let's say it costed $250 for this whole thing. And they're getting like millions and millions and millions of impressions, and people are loving this brand because of the just the concept of having a Pedro Pascal lookalike competition. So hopefully this is interesting. I hope this is inspiring to you. It's been inspiring to me, and it's just like my client is just like blown away by the response that they're getting. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the next couple of weeks look like. But this is the kind of stuff that allows you to like open up multiple restaurants just by developing this kind of goodwill and just explaining the brand story without explaining the brand story. So this is just super, super cool and just amazing. All right. Thanks. Bye.